YouTube in the house. Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to the channel Tube Great. Welcome to my series Financial Education University. We're trying to build wealth in this channel. We're trying to become financially literate, become financially educated to really put ourselves in the driver's seat to gain that wealth, become financially free and then some. My name is Ricardo Rodriguez. Welcome to the channel. Let's dive into what you guys came and looked for. Now I want to go over credit and debit cards. These are, we went over credit score earlier in the series, but I want to just go over the difference and the different benefits we can get at within these two different types of cards. Same card, but they all have different tools that can be applied to not only, manage our money, but can we use it to our advantage to, get ahead, build that credit score, and really use it towards our investments. Debit card is really cash on a card. It's a little card that you could pay instantly a certain cost, and it's basically cash on a card. You don't have the risk of just carrying that cold hard cash on you, getting that potentially getting robbed. It comes with security. So let's say you're in that situation where you do get robbed. You could call your local bank or the bank that you signed up for that card, and you could just immediately cancel it. Your money's still protected. That's my biggest pro of having that debit card. And if someone steals your cash, they instantly take their cash. There's no way to recover that. And then that's really what the only pro I see of debit. It doesn't really improve your credit score. It doesn't really improve your interest rates, whether you get a return on your investment or savings. It's really nothing crazy, but it does come in handy for that security purpose. I do want to dive into more depth a credit card. Now, a credit card is a powerful tool. It can be used, for the greater good, but it could also put you, it could bury you into a deep hole. So it takes responsibility. It takes, discipline on learning how to spend wisely. That's all I'm trying to get at. But a credit card is basically you're borrowing money from a lender, from maybe that specific bank, to fulfill that payment. You went to the store, you spent $2,000, but you don't have $2,000 up front, so you put it on credit. And you could pay it up within the next 30 days, usually, roughly around. Or you can pay it off within payments, and that's the flexibility that a credit card offers you. So it all depends, on your situation, what you got going on. But my biggest recommendation would be save up. If you're making a $2,000 purchase, you don't have that money, honestly, do not make that purchase. You're putting yourself on the riskier end, and especially if you can't come up with that $2,000, if it's a cost and you're just spending to spend and you can't fulfill that payment, I highly recommend just don't do it. But if you have a system in order that, if you spend this $2,000 as an investment and you could get a return on your investment, and it's for sure that you could get, money generating maybe like $500 a month, and you could pay it off within 4 months, and then some, you're generating $500 after, most definitely that is an option. But, use a credit card wisely. Number one rule, don't spend money you do not have, especially if you're just spending to spend, on luxury goods, on entertainment, on, a night out just because I deserve it, you deserve it. No, don't do it. My best recommendation, don't do it. But those are the differences. It's security. Also, so if your credit card does get stolen as well, you can call your local bank, the bank you signed up for, and they can have it shut down, and you can get replaced with a new card. It's that simple. The security nowadays within debit cards and credit cards are pretty good. I want to go over a term that blows me, that not too many people know what it means. APR, annual percentage rate. All it means is it's a percentage on top of what you borrowed. So if I borrowed $1,000 to fulfill a payment and I get a 10% APR, not only do I owe that $1,000, I owe $100 on top, because 10% of the 1,000 is that 100, and that's what I have to give up because that bank borrowed me that money. So I have to, that's basically their payment. That's how the banks make money, by borrowing us money. And because we didn't have that money up front, we had to pay them a little extra on top, basically. So yeah, that's basically what APR means, and it is so crucial you understand the numbers. Whether that's 1% APR, 15%, and I see it nowadays, especially if you're starting to build off your credit, it's up to like 23, 25% APR. It's ridiculously high. That's why you have to be smart with your spending. But they do it so high because they don't know you as a consumer yet. You have to start off baby steps with building your credit, most definitely. But it can get high, and you could put yourself in a lot of problems, a lot of debt, bad debt, if you can't fulfill that payment. I want to go over the different types of credit cards because there's different credit cards for different costs. You do have a rewards and cashback credit card. And what I love about these rewards, they give you points. It depends on the company. If you spend $1,000, they're gonna give you 100 points, and you can use those 100 points to have like a discount in a future purchase. But only within those select stores or select company. But what I really like is the cashback. Now, if you spend, let's say, $100, and they have a 5% cashback rate, or they say $5 cashback on every $100 purchase, you basically spend $95 instead of the 100. So you spend 100 and they give you $5 on the return. So that's spending less. For spending, you get rewarded. An extra $5 better than zero. Very effective credit card, but that is how they get you though to continue spending. So be mindful how you spend, what you spend on. Don't just spend to spend, but it is a benefit to get some cash back on your purchases. There is cards that offer, for traveling. So if you're booking your plane, you're booking your resort, the hotel, whatever, they can offer discounts or cash back on those purchases for a future travel reservation or booking. So if you put forth $1,000, that could translate over to like the rewards program. You get 100 points on your next purchase for your next traveling event. So that can come in suitable or beneficial if you're constantly traveling. You go to different states every other month. Let's say you can have cheaper basically routes and costs. So that does come a long way. There's also credit cards for your business. And they could give you specifically maybe lower interest rates. You pay at a lower cost for borrowing that money. Maybe they could offer cashback rewards if you spend, the big bucks. It all depends on the kind of business. That all depends on your credit score. But these can be handy if you're really serious about your business. You're about it for the long term and you know how to invest. If you're borrowing money to invest, that is the right step to take forth. Let's say sometimes you can't come up with that 100,000 for your online or physical business or your store that you're renting out, or that you just purchased that property for your restaurant. So many options, and the business cards can come with benefits like the cashback, like the points, and over recurring payments. Most definitely you're building up your credit for the long term. You can make a return on investment on this purchase. So these are different options that you got weighing out. Those are mainly the main options that I could get out. There's many more like student credit cards, but these are the main ones that I find suitable and beneficial for anyone really. Now let's go over what you want as a consumer. What kind of credit card do you want? Most definitely, I highly recommend selecting a credit card that gives you cash back. All that means, like I was trying to get at, you spend a certain amount of money, they give you a small percentage on top. So eventually, that means you spend less. They give you that money in return. Use it wisely though. But this is a kind of credit card that you want to be looking for. You want to have a credit card that offers balance transfer. And what balance transfer is, if you put yourself in a hole and you borrowed a substantial amount, you're able to transfer your balances to one account to the next account, to make your payments a little bit easier. You could change the time period you're paying on, and that can fluctuate within the rate that you're paying on as well. So that most definitely you want that flexibility that you can move you maybe that $100,000 debt into 25, 25, 25, 25, 50, 50. You know, you have the flexibility to move accounts around. I also want you to look for a low or no APR percentage credit card. And all that means is there is zero interest. So if you borrow that $1,000, you don't have to pay nothing on top if you have no APR. You just have to owe that $1,000. And usually it's not forever. They usually put forth a time period, sometimes 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, no APR. So you have that, that freedom for that specific time period of, I don't owe any money on top. But you could really use to advantage, depending on what you're spending your money on. And if no APR is offered, get a low percentage APR. There's credit cards that offer 23, 25% APR. That's the real high end. You do not want to put yourself in that position. You want to get yourself in 10%, way lower than that. But 10% is like the extreme top. But if anything below 10%, 5%, if you could find that, most definitely that is something that you want. So if you play those three strategies and tactics, if that's what you're looking for within your credit card, you're putting yourself in the driver's seat to build up your credit, to not spend that much money, and gain all the the benefits from it. That's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, give it a thumbs up, absolutely free. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Questions, comments, concerns, what kind of different credit cards maybe that you guys might plan on enrolling in, for sure. Share this out to a family, a loved one, a friend, that might be interested and can really benefit from this content. Most definitely consider subscribing, like I said. And I have an opportunity to present to you guys. No credit card or debit card needed. All you gotta do is click the link below. It's my YouTube Freedom Blueprint, absolutely free. The choice is yours. Just check it out, most definitely. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.